Earlier this week, my daughter had a snow day, meaning school was canceled. This meant I didn't have as much time as I wanted to cook and work while she was napping, so I chose to make a meal that was delicious and could be made in a snap. I did short ribs in the slow cooker. I love using my slow cooker on cold, chilly days. It's such a great way to prepare hot, hearty meals for my family. The first step with this dish is to sear the short ribs on all sides. Season them well with salt and pepper while you do so. Then, while they're searing on the stovetop, cut up 1 carrot, 1 piece of celery, 1/2 of an onion, and add 4 peeled garlic cloves to 1 dish. I look at this as a great way to get some knife skills practice in, as well as get dinner made. While you're chopping the vegetables, be sure to rotate the short ribs so that they get seared on all sides. This will keep the juices in while they cook in the slow cooker for the rest of the afternoon. When the ribs are evenly brown and crispy on all sides, add them to the slow cooker. Then add in the vegetables you have chopped. Follow this with the beef broth and the red wine. If you want to make this recipe for a larger crowd, it will double or triple very easily. Just be sure to evenly double all of the amounts in the ingredients list. And always cook with red wine that you would drink. Don't settle for anything less. And finally, add the tomatoes. For a great shot of flavor, sprinkle in your herbs de Provence and a little bit more salt and pepper. Then mix everything around with a wooden spoon in the slow cooker. You want the meat to be underneath the liquid so that it will braise nicely for the rest of the afternoon. Then put the lid on the slow cooker, program it for 4 hours on low heat, and you're all set to go. In this case, since it was such a snowy, icy day outside, I decided it was time for my daughter's first trip to the movies. We went with our friends and we saw Tangled. It was a pretty decent movie and she had a blast. When we got home from the movie, I boiled up some egg noodles because I like the way they absorb the sauce. If you don't have egg noodles, mashed potatoes or polenta would also work well. Then I placed the finished egg noodles on the plate and spooned the finished short ribs and some of the broth over them. It was a delicious warm meal on a cold, chilly day. Be sure to get some of the broth over all the noodles and the meat. Some people like to take the broth and thicken it over the stove if they want it to be a little more syrupy. I didn't do that in this case, but I've done it before and it also works really well. Leftovers the next day are delicious too. After that, we all settled in for a nice family meal. I'm Kelsey the Naptime Chef. Thanks for watching.